couldn't put on one of them skinny suits. I said, damn, what is that? It's all up here. The fly that used to be hidden by the length of a coat is all the way up here. Your behind is out as a man. Well, who's spotting that for you?
Yeah, it's almost like if they can't kill us, they want to feminize us.
Say it again, Charlemagne. That's exactly right. The black male is being feminized. Oh, I gotta say one more thing on that. Have you seen these commercials? If you take this this medicine and you find yourself developing breasts, stop immediately.
I think you went too far if you start growing breasts.
That's the point. But it's a chemical reaction. Do you know? Look at this, another medicine. They say if you take this and you have suicidal thoughts, stop. You mean a pill with chemistry in it could make me, as a sane man, think insanity to kill myself? Well, what about the rise of homosexuality and lesbianism? Is that a natural phenomenon? Are we born that way? Or is it a chemical reaction that makes us susceptible to ideas like that? We got to think now, because we're dealing with a scientist of evil that is called in the scriptures Satan. And he's working on us, baby. And I'm just saying this on this wonderful TV show. I think if we check what we eat and check the pills that we use, we'll find out that some of us are absolutely being chemicalized as we're being feminized.
In a society that has long sought to define and control the identities of marginalized groups, the phenomenon of the feminization of the black man emerges as a deeply troubling narrative. This narrative does not merely reflect social dynamics. It perpetuates stereotypes, diminishes cultural strength, and further enforces the oppressive structures that marginalize black masculinity. The implications of this feminization are profound, revealing how societal expectations and media portrayals can distort identity and reinforce harmful hierarchies. Historically, the black man has had to navigate a landscape rife with hostility and prejudice. From the days of chattel slavery, where physical strength was exploited yet dehumanized, to contemporary portrayals that often box black men into narrowly defined roles of hypermasculinity or caricature, the spectrum of representation has been fraught with challenges. The current trend of feminizing the black man emerges as a reaction to these societal pressures, one that seeks to undermine traditional masculinity, but often reinforces its own damaging stereotypes in the process. The media plays a crucial role in this feminization. Portrayals of black men in popular culture frequently oscillate between the extremes of hypermasculinity and overly emotional vulnerability. Such representations create a double-edged sword. On one side, they can challenge oppressive norms by showcasing emotional depth. On the other, they risk stripping away the authentic complexities of black male identity, reducing individuals to mere symbols of a cause, rather than fully realized human beings. The consequences of this feminization extend beyond the screen and into the lived experiences of black men. The pressure to conform to these shifting dynamics can lead to identity crises, where black men may feel compelled to adopt traits traditionally associated with femininity, or conversely, embrace hypermasculine behaviors to counteract the feminization. This precarious balancing act prevents authentic self-expression and reinforces toxic stereotypes that devalue the richness of black masculinity. Additionally, there's a significant conversation to be had about how this feminization impacts relationships within the black community. The perception of black men as either overly emotional or excessively aggressive can breed mistrust and misunderstanding in interpersonal dynamics, leading to fractures in community bonds. Authenticity and vulnerability should not be viewed as weaknesses, but as essential elements of a holistic identity. Embracing the full spectrum of black manhood, including strength, vulnerability, emotion, and leadership, allows for a more profound connection within the community and fosters greater mutual respect. The feminization of the black man directly impacts societal perceptions, often leading to systemic inequalities. The stereotypes that emerge can inform policies, educational opportunities, and employment prospects. A society that views black men through a misrepresented lens may fail to see the full potential of these individuals, continuing cycles of disadvantage and undermining efforts toward genuine equity and justice. It is essential to challenge the narratives that seek to feminize black masculinity in a reductive manner. This should not be an indictment of femininity, which is vital and powerful in its own right, but rather a call for a comprehensive understanding of identity that honors the complexities of blackness. Celebrating black manhood should involve a recognition of its depth, embracing both its strength and vulnerability without forcing it into preconceived boxes. Ultimately, the fight against the feminization of the black man requires a collective commitment to self-definition and empowerment. By rejecting societal pressures to conform to limiting stereotypes, black men can reclaim their narratives. In doing so, they not only assert their place within the broader spectrum of identity, but also affirm their inherent dignity and worth. Together, as a community, we can cultivate an environment that celebrates the multifaceted nature of black masculinity, paving the way for future generations to thrive, free from the constraints of oppressive narratives. It is time to rise, resist, and redefine what it means to be a black man in today's world, embracing our complexity, our resilience, and our undeniable strength.